Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, February 1st. I'm John Weigell, keeping it zesty with Juliet, Bennet, and this is the Hustle Daily Show. Today is all about TikTok Shop. The social media behemoth has been racking up sales on its platform using creators themselves as the ambassadors. As for products on TikTok Shop are impossible to avoid on the app these days, but is the shop performing as well as it seems to be? We'll get into that and much more, but first let's give you the hits and headlines today across business and tech. First up, Elon Musk's $55.8 billion pay package, which was granted by the Tesla board in 2018, was just voided by a court in Delaware. The canceled payout could knock Musk from his spot as the world's richest person, though Tesla has a chance to appeal the ruling. Juliet, what do you think about this?
I think Tesla probably definitely will appeal the ruling. What is kind of funny, and we're going to talk more about this in a future newsletter, is Elon Musk is so mad at Delaware right now, like the state. He's like, never incorporate your business in Delaware.
Hilarious.
Which is kind of interesting because a lot of businesses do. It's considered to be a very business-friendly state, but this ruling did not go the way he wanted it to. He's been in court in Delaware before, and it has gone his way in previous rulings, but not this one.
Wow. Elon versus the state of Delaware. I'm excited to see this motif.
Yeah.
Next up, Universal Music Group is pulling Taylor Swift's music from TikTok in a dispute over contracts. The move, which would prevent TikTok's 1 billion plus users from using Swift's music in their videos, would also remove songs from other artists like Ariana Grande and Rihanna. That is absolutely massive. TikTok cannot let this happen. I don't know what they got to do to stop her from doing that, but this actually happened before with Taylor Swift pulling her music from Spotify a few years back, and it did not go great for them. She went direct to Apple Music, and it was terrible. It
is going to ruin so many fan videos of character shipping. That is, of course, two characters that you would like to be in a romantic pairing set to Taylor Swift's Don't Blame Me, which is something I see more often than one would expect.
That's fascinating because my For You page is filled with a Taylor Swift song. I forget what the song is called, but it's the one that everybody picks up their cat and then just kind of flings it around the room and stuff. I feel like you would have that on your For You page, right?
Yeah, I should. I mean, we're going to talk more about our For You page in a bit, but why don't I have that? I'm going to figure out what this is while you finish the headlines.
Oh my God, please do. Next up, Walmart is making a multi-million-dollar investment to open 150 more stores in the U.S. over the next 5 years, according to its current 4,600 locations nationwide. More Walmarts in your area coming soon. In some more media news, Allen Media Group, owner of The Weather Channel, is offering $30 billion to buy Paramount Global and its assets, including CBS, Nickelodeon, MTV, and its streaming service. That's a huge deal. We'll see if it goes through. And finally, despite all of our talk about Gen Z and their TikTok and us and our TikTok, CEO Shou Chu said during Wednesday's Senate hearing on child safety that the average U.S. user is above 30 years old. That's nuts. I would have never expected it. Now, on to our main story. The big story today is about the thing that's been dominating everyone's TikTok feed lately, which is TikTok Shop. Creators are making videos abound to advertise products on TikTok Shop to make some extra bucks. But is this shop wave actually working for TikTok? Juliet, first of all, how does this shop function integrate on TikTok? And are you also just seeing it everywhere on your For You page lately?
Yes. Every like third or fourth video I am seeing is either an ad for a pair of pants that I bought, not off TikTok Shop, but previously. And somehow my phone is like, you like these pants? Do you want to see these pants every 4 videos? And it's like, no, I am here for cat and Baldur's Gate content only, but all right. So yeah, seeing it all the time. Basically, you're going to see a dedicated shop tab on your home screen now. There's going to be live shopping, there's going to be shoppable ads, and there's a creator affiliate program. So lots of options for you to buy. I think Sarah compared it to QVC. That's what TikTok is now.
Yep.
Modern QVC.
It very much is. I mean, I'm seeing this all over my For You page. And actually, weirdly enough, I got into it myself and I joined the, what do they call it? The TikTok Shop representatives or TikTok Shop creators platform because I was eligible. And so I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll make a little money, see what this is. I haven't done anything yet. I'm just terrified to death over it because you have to, as a creator, you have to order the product itself. So you have to buy it. So you buy the product and then they send it to you and then you put it in your videos. And then every time somebody buys that product from your video, you get a certain percentage of that. So if you buy like those pants, I don't know, they were like, let's say they were like $10, is that ballpark?
They're like pants? $35 pants. They're like,
damn, actually, whoa.
They're like dress pants. They are dress pants for work.
Wow. Oh, so they're nice pants. Okay, so right, you get the 30 and TikTok. So you get the $35 pants, and maybe as a creator, you're walking away with, I don't know, like $5 per sale of that. So it's a decent chunk. But if you sell enough of them, you do really well. But, that's caused, I feel like, just absolute madness on the platform with all the creators going around making all these videos to make this money. And it kind of leaves a lot of room for content that isn't ads anymore on TikTok. It's really tough.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. So I just opened up my TikTok, and my first video is a woman playing the piano, which, I like a lot of music. Nice. Second one, it's these pants. It's the pants again.
Come for you.
I'm looking at a woman. She's wearing the pants in what looks like her entryway, talking about how great these pants are. And it says eligible for commission on it. So why?
Well, you know how to fix that, Juliet. You got to buy the pants again.
Here's what I wonder about this. And I wonder about this is sort of a tangent, but I think about this when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, anywhere else where served ads. I will buy something. I'll buy a candle for my sister's birthday. I just bought my sister a candle for her birthday. Now I am bombarded with ads about this candle. I already bought the candle. She only has one birthday a year. Next year, she's probably going to ask for something else. Why is this candle company paying to serve ads to me, a person that has already bought the candle? And I would say I do really like these pants, but at 4 pairs in a variety of colors, I'm done buying these pants.
It's over. 4 is the maximum. Yeah, I think just like the amount of searches that you do for them, or like the amount of candle searches that are available, like they'll just come for you. They will come for you. Even if you do buy it, it just won't stop. The onslaught won't end. I used to work in advertising and we had a programmatic section and they dealt with all that. Moving on from that though, what are some stats about TikTok Shop? Like, is it actually successful? Like, I'm just seeing all these videos and I'm wondering, does it work?
So yeah, it seems like people actually are buying pants and doing other things. In November, users spent $363 million on TikTok Shop purchases just in the United States alone. And that was a pretty big jump because in October, they spent $260 million. So that's over $100 million increase from one month to the next month. And there are about 200,000 merchants on TikTok Shop and about 100,000 creators selling through its affiliate program. Now, I don't know if all of them are like you, where you signed up, but you haven't found your thing to sell yet, or if they're actively hawking stuff, but that's a lot of people. And there's 150 million people that are using the app in the United States alone. So we are talking about a lot of ads being served to a lot of people all of the time.
Wow. And one would think, at least, in my experience of using social media platforms, when the ads start to come in, that's when people start to kind of tune out of the platform. But have we kind of seen any dip or anything in users or people using the platform in the US or outside of that?
Oh, yeah, we have definitely seen that. Aside from just like anecdotally people saying like, hey, my feed is all ads now, what the hell? There has been not a dip in the usage. That's still on the rise, but there is a little bit of a slowdown. And some people are wondering, is TikTok Shop to blame? Are people just like, hey, this sucks now. I don't want to look at it. I go elsewhere to get my cat videos. And then there's a Fox feature that's kind of interesting, talking about, it says, it left my For You page in shambles. So people are definitely noticing. And if you love to read about this phenomenon happening, I love to reference Cory Doctorow's theory about, it's called enshittification. I bring it up all the time. Probably brought it up before. He talks about how platforms tend to, first, they're good to the users. So TikTok, when you think about it, it's like, oh, this is so fun. Like people are creating all sorts of interesting things. Every time I put it on, there's something funny, there's something interesting, there's something I can use. That's step one. Then he says, then they abuse the users to make things better for their business customers. And that kind of seems like where we are now with TikTok. Now all of a sudden, every fourth thing is an ad. And then finally, they abuse those business customers to claw back all the value for themselves. Then they die. So I think we're kind of seeing that coming up here We will see if that happens. We wrote a piece about enshittification that you can look up, but otherwise, if you go look up Cory Doctorow on X or anywhere else where he does work, he's got lots of interesting insights about our modern dystopia that I very much enjoy. So
wow.
I guess, yeah, it's like, how is TikTok going to make this work? I mean, are people going to really stick around if every fourth video is an ad? Maybe it's pretty easy to swipe through. Or are people going to say, hey, I'm sick of this, I'm going to go do something else? But we do know that TikTok is really doubling down on this. They are going to test a feature that will make all posts shoppable, where tech can actually identify objects in a video automatically and tell you where to buy them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at you right now. I just imagine like a little pop-up bubble being like, this is John's microphone. This is John's gaming chair. This is John's shelf. Do you want to buy John's shelf?
Yeah. Do you want to buy a shelf? Do you want to buy his light? Well, you can if you click this link.
Yeah. Would you like to buy John? Would you like to buy an AI duplicate of John that you can have in your...
I would. It could do all my work for me. It would be great.
Exactly. And TikTok's also going to be opening some brick and mortar studios, apparently, including in LA. Should I go visit? Maybe I'll go visit. Maybe I'll wear those pants when I go visit. And apparently they already have similar studios in China. They have another short form video app in China. It's called Douyin. Apparently it makes $200 billion a year in e-commerce. So I feel as long as TikTok's raking it in, it's not going to stop doing the ads.
Well, there's a big shopping boom for live streaming apps, especially like, have you ever heard of the app Whatnot? Like that is kind of a big one that's coming up that's doing more, I would say like a comic book selling and collectible selling and pop vinyl selling and things like that. But people go on that thing like crazy. And especially in Asia, it's getting really huge there and like starting in the US. So I can kind of see how shopping apps are getting larger. But I guess there's the problem of making your social media fun time app a shopping app. And what problems could arise from oversaturating it with brands and products. So I guess from what you said before, from that quote you pulled, I guess we'll see if the next step is really to just get all greedy and then they explode and die. And I guess that will be the last of TikTok, but maybe not. Maybe they'll change. Maybe things will divert, but we'll just have to stay tuned and keep scrolling.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is going to come down to the quality of the ads, especially the creator ads, because if you're a creator and I feel like you're really getting that sponsorship kick from whatever you're trying to sell me and you don't really believe in that, like it's hard for me to believe that this is absolutely the best, moisturizer you've ever used in your life, or are you just here for that kickback? I think it's going to really drive people to find influencers that they can trust. And if TikTok can continue to like serve those influencers in my feed, then maybe. But if it's just a bunch of people trying to sell me, I don't know, Tupperware, like the modern day Tupperware party, then maybe I'm going to have to go look at cats in real life. I don't know.
Oh, God. The horror. All right, and that'll do it for us today, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the Hustle Daily Show. We're a proud part of the HubSpot Podcast Network. Our editor today is Ezra Trupiano, and our executive producer is Darren Clarke. We've got a lot more tech and business coverage in our newsletter. If you're not subscribed, go get yourself signed up at thehustle.co/email, and we'll see you tomorrow.